Hey guys, welcome to another episode of voiceover commentary, and I'm actually recording this while outside, so again, audio might be an issue. But I suppose that's the problem with not having an infinite budget. No, I'm not saying that most YouTubers have infinite budgets, it's just they have a higher budget than I do, which is zero. But yeah, I'm recording this outside because I went to buy myself a new gaming mouse. Well, a gaming mouse. I never had it. Like my old mouse was an office mouse. It was Bluetooth, not Bluetooth, it was wireless. And that meant there were occasionally delays. I constantly need to like keep checking for batteries and whatnot. And the issue with the mouse is like, okay, sure, I'd be completely fine with refilling the batteries, except that I never know when the battery's gonna run out, right? And it doesn't just run out like, oh, stopped working. That would be fine as well. It runs out, and basically when it runs out, what it does is it just decides, you know what, your sensitivity is whack now. So sometimes like I'll just be in the middle of a Bed Wars game and I'll be like, oh, okay, I just move my mouse an inch to the right and I'll turn my head a certain number of degrees to the right so I can aim. I'll move it an inch and I'll turn it full 360 in the game because the sensitivity decided, yep, we're going up to the moon now. So yeah, I thought, let me get a proper wired mouse which won't run out of battery and just go whack. It might still break because one issue that I've had with my laptop, is that I always forget to unplug it. Well, actually, I always forget that it's plugged in. That's a bigger issue. So basically, I'll be like, I'll be sitting at my desk, watching a YouTube video and whatnot. I'll be like, you know what, this isn't very comfy. Let me go and sit in my bed. So I'll pick up my laptop. I'm in a tunnel right now, which is why, hello, echoes, all right. But yeah, I'll pick up my laptop from my desk and I'll go to my bed. And then I'll hear a crash and I'll look at my desk and it'll be like the entire charging cable just ripped itself from the socket. And I'll be like, frick, is it broken? But it wasn't broken, it hasn't broken yet. But the same thing happens with my earphones. I'll be like, oh, let me just yeet this empty bottle into the garbage. So I'll turn my head and just kick off, like my chair has wheels, it's a wheelie chair. So I'll kick off from where I'm currently at and then I'll forget, wait, I have earphones in. And they'll just get ripped from my ears. Oh boy. So yeah, my earphones will just get ripped from my ears. It doesn't hurt, but it's just straight up annoying. The times when it doesn't get ripped from my ears, it'll get ripped out of my actual laptop, which will lead to my laptop just going on speaker, which is not that big of a deal because my roommates don't care if my laptop is on speaker. Like, I actually listened to the new Bad Boy Halo song Muffin on like max volume and like none of them said anything, right? It helps that my room is like the furthest away. It's like both of their rooms are like right next to each other, like there's a wall separating them, but for me, it's like my room is set further apart where there's like a communal area, a kitchen, and the door leading out as well as like a shorter hallway in between me and them. So, they probably didn't hear it, but even if they did, they didn't say, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have said anything. They'd just have judged me very hard while staring at my door. But yeah, that's the thing. But yeah, so I got a new gaming mouse and hopefully I won't just destroy it in the first few days of having it. What else have I done? Right, I was also looking at gaming headsets. Actually, the first place I went to look for the gaming mouse was a Sainsbury's, which is like a big supermarket or hypermarket, whatever you call them, in the UK. So I went there, and they didn't have individual gaming mouses. Like they had individual like wireless earphones or like wireless headsets, and they were like a reasonable price. They were like £20 ish. I think like the cheapest one I saw was like £10, which is like amazing for like wireless headphones or headsets. But they didn't have wired mouses. I don't know what you call those. But yeah, they didn't have those. They had a package where it was like a a wired headset and a wired mouse, which I would have still been okay with, except it cost too much. So yeah, no. And then I dipped from there, headed over to an actual electronics store, and there, like, all the cheap ones were out of stock. All the cheap wired mouses were out of stock. So I just had to get one of the more expensive ones. It was like 30 pounds. Was it 30? Yeah, it was 30 pounds. And I know what some of you are thinking. Why didn't you just use those 30 pounds to like buy a premium Minecraft account? It's because those 30 pounds were from my gift money and they were in cash. So basically it's like, I can't use my credit card to buy video games because my credit card is linked to my dad's phone, which means that anytime I make a transaction, my dad will get the notification that, oh, he made this transaction. And so so if I buy a video game, he will just yeet me because they don't like me buying video games. And I'm not in high school anymore, so I can't even say, oh, I'm buying Minecraft Education Edition because, you know, school stuff. I can't say that anymore. I might be able to figure something out because, like, we do have computing and coding classes and whatnot. And I do actually, like, want to learn them specifically so I can code Minecraft. I think the Minecraft but this, or the Minecraft but certain scenario sort of videos are slowly petered out, but, you know, I might give them a shot, see if I can do anything. See if I can code a mod. That's a train that's next to me. I don't know why it's idling. It's not a station. It's just in the middle of a track. Oop. Is that a train? It sounds a lot like a bus, but it's definitely a train. Unless it's a really huge bus. Oh, it's moving now. I know Chirox has like a train, has like train rails next to his house. So, you know, Chirox, you're not alone on this recording. I'm also walking along a path which is like right next to a canal. I've actually like ridden a bike across this path before while I was going to Sainsbury's to buy like groceries. And the interesting thing about this path is that it's pretty wide. It's wide enough for like 4 people to walk next to each other like comfortably. Or like, you know, 3 bikes to ride it alongside each other comfortably. I do not recommend that though. That's not very safe. Don't do that. But the issue here is the edge of the path, which is next to the canal, is just like covered in like moss and greenery and dirt and stuff. Which means when I first rode along it, I was like, huh, I can't actually tell where the path ends. Any one of those green patches could have had just like nothing but dirt under them instead of like hard concrete, and I could have just fallen in, and that would not have been fun. So yeah, I tried to keep to the other edge of the path, which was like, you know, facing land. But the issue with that is that all the humans were doing it too. I say that like I'm not human. I was a cyclist, all right? But all the walkers were also on the side with the land. And I had to change direction because if I didn't, then I'd run somebody over and I'd be blamed for it. And being an international student, I can't get blamed for it. Otherwise, they'd kick me out of this country. But yeah, that's the thing apparently. But today I started walking, right? And because I'm walking along this path and I'm just sticking to the land because no way am I going next to that water. Okay, so my thinking was, while I was on a cycle, I don't know what the green patches are. If they don't have any, it's like solid ground under them, I'm just gonna fall in. That's gonna be bad. Now my thinking is, if I walk near that path and one of the cyclists lose control, they're gonna push me. They might survive. I will fall in the water. Not happening. Me not being wet over anybody else not being wet. I'm so humanitarian. I want everyone to get wet except me. That didn't actually make sense. Anyway. Ooh, look, I'm almost entering the village. I live in a village. They call it a village, but they have like modern buildings everywhere, so it's kind of ironic. How long have I been recording? I need this to be like 12 minutes long ish. See, I'm just getting there. All right. So what else was I gonna talk about? Oh, right, yep. Completely forgot. But yeah, I got a new gaming mouse. I didn't get the headset because after careful consideration, I realized I don't actually need it. It's not very necessary. I'm working fine with the headset that I've got. And it's actually kind of ironic, like the sort of setup I have that I was not satisfied with. It's like I had a wireless mouse and a wired headset, but I wanted a wired mouse and a wireless headset. So it was kind of ironic, but it's fine. And after my experience with wireless hardware, I don't think I'm gonna stick with them too much in the future. Like a headset at max, but yeah. That being said, why do we have stairs here? Why? Okay, anyway. I've been walking for like the past 50 minutes. My feet hurt. I don't even know why it's my feet that hurt. It should be my legs. For some reason, it's always the soles of my feet. Like I remember when I was doing like long distance running in high school, I like finish a race and then it'd be the sole of my feet that would hurt, not like my actual legs, and that was annoying. Oh well. It is what it is. Anyway, I'm gonna be heading back to my accommodation. I'm gonna be surrounded by people that I will potentially have to meet in the future, which means I don't want them to think I'm crazy and talking to myself. That being said, I am, plugging into earphones and to my phone and whatnot, so I could look like I'm in a call with somebody, but it's very apparent that I'm not to anybody who actually listens to my conversation, because I'm not pausing to let anybody speak, so I'm clearly in a one-sided conversation. That's kind of weird. So I don't want people to judge me, and I'm gonna end the commentary there. Hope you all enjoyed it. Leave a like and subscribe. Chirox actually told me that he was gonna try uploading more, so you should definitely go sub to him. He posts really funny little clips on his channel, and if he might be uploading proper videos in the future, I don't know, it's up to him. You should sub to his music though. That's amazing. I love his music. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed it. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.